Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this lesson. Today I am going to discuss The Little Match Girl, which is written by Hans Christian Andersen. So here I begin. And before that, let me ask you, have you subscribed to my channel? If you haven't, then please do. And watch the video till end. And press the like button if you have liked it. So now, let us start the topic, The Little Match Girl. First of all, I will discuss the appropriateness of the title of the story. So today, we are going to start with this beautiful fairy tale, The Little Match Girl. The title of the story is appropriate, especially considering that the story focuses on the life and suffering of the little girl who sells matches. The matches being mentioned in the title also fits well because those matches are the only things that the little girl depends on to earn money, and they also become the reason she dies peacefully. By lighting those matches, the little girl found happiness in the happy visions that she had. Now I'll give you a brief description about the author Hans Christian Andersen. Hans Christian Andersen was a Danish author, means he was from Denmark. Although a prolific writer of plays, travelogues, novels, and poems, he is best remembered for his fairy tales. He was born on 2nd April 1805 and died on 4th August 1875. He was a master of literary fairy tales whose story achieved wide renown. He is best known for writing children's stories, including The Little Match Girl. His stories have themes of universal appeal that transcends age and culture. Andersen had a very unhappy childhood, and many of his stories reflect this sadness, dealing with loss and death. Now I will tell you the story, The Little Match Girl. So, dear children, listen to this beautiful story. The story, The Little Match Girl, is rich in irony, imagery, and symbols, emphasizing the need for the compassion for those who have so much less than when we do. This story is set around Christmas. The story tells of a little girl who, unable to sell her matchsticks, dies of cold and hunger on the street, even as people are celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. Now, the main points which you should remember in mind is that number one, it is the evening of New Year's Eve, that is 31st December. A little girl is walking all alone on the streets. She is barefooted, hungry, and cold. She has been trying to sell matches with no success. Everyone is ignoring her since they are too busy either celebrating inside their houses or on their way to some place for the celebrations. The child is too frightened to go home since her father is sure to beat her for not earning even a single penny. She walks all alone in the street and then huddles in a corner. Desperately, cold and hungry, she begins lighting her matches to get some relief from the cold. She lights the first match and imagines a great iron stove and the warmth that it provides. Then she lights the second match and imagines a table laden with delicious food and wishes she could have some. She lights the third match and imagines a beautiful Christmas tree. Then she spots a star falling in the sky. She lights the fourth match and sees her grandmother. She immediately cries out that she wants to be with her granny. In a bid to keep her granny with her, she lights up all the matches one by one. Her granny takes her in her arms, and then both of them they fly away from earth towards heaven. The next morning, that is on the new year, people passing by see the poor little girl lying dead in the streets and conclude that she must have frozen to death in the cold. They see the burned matches and infer that she had been trying to warm herself, but they have no idea of the beautiful visions that she has been and that she has seen, and the fact that now she is far away in the lap of God, away from this cruel world. Now I'll tell you the story in detail. The short story The Little Match Girl by Hans Christian Andersen is set against the backdrop of the New Year's Eve. It was a very cold winter evening with snow and frost everywhere. When everyone was busy in celebrating the festive day with candles and Christmas trees and delicious dishes, a poor little girl was wandering on the streets trying to sell her matches. She was barefooted and bareheaded. Though she had the shoes of her mother, she lost them on the way. Her scanty clothes were not enough to make her warm. This shows poverty, hunger, and helplessness of a little girl who was sent to sell matchsticks when she was supposed to stay at home or at school. The girl was sure to be beaten by her father, as she could not earn even a single penny the whole day. So she decided not to go home and sat down on the ground on a corner created by two houses. When all the world seems to be celebrating, the girl is deprived of the joy. But the readers are caught in the riddle whether it is sheer poverty of the family or the cruelty of the father to his daughter, or maybe both. While sitting in a corner, she lit a match to warm herself. To her surprise, she saw a great iron stove with bright brass knob in the bright flame of the match. The stove vanished when the flame went out. The girl lit 3 more matches one after another and saw the visions of roasted goose on the table, a beautiful Christmas tree, and her grandmother, who loved her the most. By then, the girl realized that she would lose the vision of her grandmother when the match would go out. But she wanted her to stay there so much that she quickly lit all the rest of the matches to make sure that the light stayed on. In the bright light of the matches, her granny looked even more beautiful, just like an angel and a royal piece more than ever before. She took her in her arms and flew high up in the sky to the god. As the dawn of the new year, people discovered that the little girl had frozen to death. Still holding the matches in her hand, they were talking about how the girl had tried to warm herself, but they did not know what beautiful visions she had seen and into what heavenly joy and gladness of a new year she had entered with her dear old grandmother. So, in this story, the author has shown us how sometimes death can be better than life on earth. The poor little girl got nothing here in this life. All the visions she had in the light of her matches only reflected her unfulfilled wishes and dreams. She also wished to enjoy some delicious food, to sit under a beautiful Christmas tree, and to have the company of her dear old grandmother. But all these things she did not get in her earthly life. She could only get those after death in the heaven. That is why the author says, but no one knew what beautiful visions she had seen and in what a blaze of glory she had entered with her dear old grandmother into the heavenly joy and gladness of a new year. So, the New Year Eve is the symbol for the beginning of a new life, that is, after death, of the girl in the heaven. The last evening of the old year was the last evening of the girl's miserable life. The new year brings glorious changes to the girl's life, which others have no eyes to see. With this irony, the author takes a dig at the so-called civilized society where we don't have the eyes to see through the plight of thousands of such hungry faces in our cities and towns, even today. So the story transcends all ages and cultures. Even the girl is unnamed, the place and the year of the story is untold, which shows universal in its appeal. As we had seen that the stars which had fallen must be her soul going to God along with her granny. So no more hunger, no more sadness to trouble the little girl, no more cold will trouble her any more, as her granny is taking her up to God in heaven. So God had sent this grandmother to take this miserable girl from this world, which lacked in love, to his protection and in his arms to be loved by him. So many times we read in the newspaper that when the cold is so acute or severe, many people are frozen to death as they do not have any shelter. So the same was the case with the little girl who was frozen to death, but they are not aware of the beautiful vision she had. Now she was far away from the cruel world, so no more sufferings, only happiness for her. Now I will tell you the theme of the story. The Little Match Girl has the following themes. Number 1, poverty. The story presents a poignant critique of cultural attitude to extreme poverty and inequality during the period of the Industrial Revolution. The poet contrasted the poverty of the little girl with the surrounding wealth. Bareheaded and barefooted, the girl slowly succumbs to hypothermia while wealthy people are safe inside their houses, enjoying the warmth and luxury of roast geese. The fast-moving carriages does not show any mercy to her. The desperation of the poor is conveyed through the boy who steals her slippers, thinking one day that he would use it to cradle his child. The boy's own desperate need leads him to take what he can when he can, with no regard for the girl's safety. The tale starkly highlights the cost of an unequal society. Number 2, cruelty. The major theme of the story is the cruelty directed the little girl. Towards the little girl, cruelty came from all directions towards her. Her father will beat her if she returns home without having sold any matches. Carriages nearly run her down in the snow. A boy steals her slippers, and no one tries to help her as she froze to death. Despite these injustices, the girl remained virtuous, never questioning or fighting back or practicing cruelty herself. Her ascendance to the heaven is her means of escape from the cruelty she endures. My third theme is imagination. The little girl has profound imaginative abilities. With each trick of her match, she conjures a new vision of the warmth, food, prosperity, and love she lacks in her material reality. When people saw her frozen body at the end of the story, the narrator comments that they cannot imagine what was in the girl's mind and heart before she died. All they saw was an impoverished child who tried to keep herself warm as she froze. My fourth theme is hope. The theme of hope enters the story when the little girl dies and ascends into the sky with her dead grandmother and with God. Although the little girl suffered from starvation, that is, hunger, cold, and lack of love on earth, the author comments that in heaven she will not want for anything. As such, the story ends with a sense of hope. The author presents death as not something to fear, but a relief from cruelties of the mortal existence. My fifth theme is Christianity and the afterlife. Christianity was central to the culture of the 19th century Denmark. In this story, the depiction of death is beneficial and God, a means of transcending earthly life, reuniting with deceased loved ones, and connecting with God. The story portrays a more positive outcome than continuing to live in poverty. My sixth theme is fairy tales versus reality. Though an author of fairy tales, his work on this story is more realistic. Themes of betrayal, sin, violence, and death. Now, dear children, I'll tell you the moral of the story. One of the moral of the story of the little match girl is to behave charitably towards those who are less fortunate. Despite her dire circumstances, the little girl dreams of warmth and food as she tries to earn money for her family. Another moral is that we should always try to survive in whatever conditions we face. We should never move back in life. Instead of moving ahead, we should never lose our self respect and confidence. So, dear children, with these words, I end my lesson. In this lesson, I have explained the title of the story, about the author, the story in detail, and the main lines of the story, theme, and moral of the story. Hope this lesson will be helpful for you in your study. Thank you.